Hello there friends, Ken here. Welcome back to Hearthstone Solo Adventures. That's right, it's time for the final part of the League of Explorers. Oh yes, let's do this. So, we recovered the artifact, the Staff of Origination is complete, but then, out of nowhere, the Supreme Architect Rafaam appeared. And the staff glowed bright red and then vanished. So, what terrifying things has Rafaam got in store for us? Let's find out. We're back at the Hall of Explorers. Boom!
Rafaam's stolen the staff and taken over the museum. He's animating the exhibits and stealing everything.
Elise! Stay safe. Well, we've got all the crew here. We've got Bran, Reno, Elise, and Sir Finley. Let's get it done. Bam! Oh no, was he animated? Oh, the fossilized devil saw, but also the raven idol. Lovely.
What a wonderful museum.
Skelosaurus Hex.
Meet my new friend, Skelosaurus Hex.
Da dun da da. I love this theme so much. It's fantastic. Oh, it's so good. Give each player a random card. It costs 0. That's kind of fun. Well, let's get into it. How do we want to start off? Let's start off with a good old paladin. Why not? Right in the middle there. Can't stop us, Skelosaurus Hex. Throne Creek.
Uther versus Skelosaurus Hex.
Righto. Ah! Oh, it's party time. This is a terrible starting hand. I don't want any of these cards. Well, we'll get a free card anyway, so it's all going to be a good time. Unfortunately, Skelosaurus is going to get their card first. So, thankfully...
The staff was cursed. It summoned the ethereal through our wards. He's stealing everything.
Not everything, just the good things.
Oh, Rafaam. You won't last a minute against my zombie chow. Whoa, that's a cool animation. Oh, look at this, a Ginny of Zephyrs. Oh god, Tyrion. Wow, this has taken quite the turn off the bat. Crikey O'Reilly. And that deals with our Ginny as well. I wonder what this card is. The Hunter's Secret. Who knows what it could be. Could be Snipe. Let's find out. It's not a Snipe. It could be Freezing Trap. Could be Explosive Trap. Could be the Dart Trap, the new one.
This is no place.
Get our Ginny out. There we go, fantastic. And we could bash in for some damage. I don't necessarily know that it's the best idea other than testing out this secret. But I think we'll wait it out for now. See what this chap does. Look at the Armor Smith. That's not a great card because it's only a 1 mana card. That's a much better card. It's like 4 mana, I think. The Fire God Destroyer. It does presumably count an overload for the next turn, but I guess we'll find that out.
Is this really Arthas's signature? And in mint condition?
Man, they've got a lot of stuff in the Hall of Explorers.
Hide the artifacts.
Crikey, it's all kicking off. We got our big game hunter. Nothing to big game. This thing didn't quite roll high enough for that. I guess we can play an Armor Smith if we fancy. I'm tempted to kind of swing in with this and see how we do. Okay, so it's not a freezing trap. Let's bop down on Armor Smith. What about making a guy?
Reporting for duty.
Sadly, I think we're gonna have to trade in our Ginny here.
Leave this place.
Give him the big sword. We could do with. Well, I was gonna say we could do with old. What's his name? The chap Harrison Jones. That's the one. But I suppose he's not necessarily going to have Tyrion all the time, so... God, that's a terrifying thing to come up against first first and foremost. Do we want to trade in here? What do you do? Did you do when you die? 1 damage to a random enemy. I could kill our chap. I don't know that we want to kill our chap. I'm tempted to go in here, but I don't know. Like, there's a good chance this is explosive trap based on what we've tested so far. We've tested the hero power. It's not snake trap. That means it's probably explosive trap. So I'm thinking we don't want to like bash straight in here. So maybe we wait out. We don't want to attack face while we've got this board of weaker stuff. Oh god, it's Illidan! Oh man, the big pulls. Oh, that's terrifying. I don't think we can face up to this. Crikey. I mean, we can silence Illidan. But that doesn't help us a ton. Because we're probably going to want to kill him anyway. And we can kill him with what we've got on board, although it's not ideal. We could also big game hunter him, I suppose. Maybe that's the way to go. To big game him, kill the 6 mana guy. That leaves us with facing 6, 7, 8. Still leaves us facing 13 damage. So I think it's possible we might just be done here. Because I don't see... We can't even get to Tuskar Joust. We're going to be dead on turn 4. But with those pulls, is it really surprising? I don't know. I guess maybe we'll gain enough armor here.
Strike.
Yeah, we have to kill that or we're definitely dead. It's going to give us just enough armor to get by. We might have to silence the toad to stay alive, so we don't do it, so it doesn't deal the random damage. So we're still technically in this, so we get a freezing trap. That's kind of nice. Oh, the tail swipe. Oh, thank goodness he misplayed the lethal. I think we might still be alive. Yes, we are. Oh, miss lethal. Useless, Mr. Scalosaurus. Absolutely useless. Sadly,
An army. Elise, stop him.
sadly, not much we can do here. Ooh,
The staff's too strong, but I can slow him down.
I really like her outfit. She's got a good look. Kind of artifact librarian. You defeated us this time, Scalosaurus, but we'll be back. We'll be back for more. Okay. That was a tough... I mean, we came against Tyrion straight away. I think we can just give that another shot. I don't think there's anything like too fancy about that. Just RNG not in our favour, and that seems like quite a... I presume the cards that gives you a random. I guess we'll find out this time. It says random, so I'm willing to believe them on that. Oh, this is a much better draw as well. I'm feeling much better about our chances in this encounter. Piloted Shredder. Good old piloted Shredder.
Happy feast of Winterveil, champions.
Crikey. Sadly not like Winterveil themed this expansion, but I suppose it's only Winterveil if you play it the week it comes out. Or the couple of weeks when it comes out. Quite like this Hall of Explorers thing. Oh god, what have we done? We've ruined it. Look at that, look at the extension on that. Oh, fantastic. Gonna knock his head off? Uh-oh. We've made him mad. Nothing going on over here. Stoke the fire. Flick the books. There must be some kind of pattern to how you can unlock this. No? There we go. Little cheeky. Just gotta find the right pattern. I like that. That's a good idea. Right. Anyway, we got a match to do. Let's get on with it. I was having a good time toying around with that. We spin the globe. Yeah, look at that. I think that's much better. That's worked out much more in our favour. Should we trade in here and see if we can find out what the trap is? The crush is okay, but we can keep that for a more opportune moment, I feel like.
Weapons ready.
I'm going to do this because if it's freezing trap, it works out well for us. Snake trap's one of the worst ones for us trading in, but it's acceptable, I think. We got options here. I think our best bet is probably just to go face. And do we want to make a guy, or the mini bot like does survive against these chaps? Where it dies to all three of them, but that would be fine. Ooh, there we go. We got the fossilized Devilsaur himself. Fantastic. We got any beast in this deck? Not that I can think of, but we might pull one out of these random cards. You never know. And even so, it's still an 8/8 for no mana. Can't complain too much about that, really, can we? This guy discovers a death rattle card. Always very tasty. Okay, what are our options here? We could play the knife juggler, and then play the Devilsaur and maybe make a chap, and that should hopefully deal with at least a bit of this stuff. I'm thinking we make the trade in here. We kill this chap. We play the knife jugglerino, and then we juggle. Hopefully we'll kill one of these guys, if not both of them. Rah! That's a much better draw for us. What are you going to do now, Skelosaurus Hex? What have you got? Oh, now we get a museum curator with his little monocle there. It's more of a little monoscope. I don't know what you would what the actual name for that is. Oh, did he have a mulch? Okay, what did we get out of the mulch? An Argent Squire. Well, that's good value. Got to be pretty happy about that one, for sure. We got options here. We could drop the museum curator first and see what we get out of it.
Welcome to the exhibit.
Huge toads, stalag, explosive sheep. I think that the stalag's maybe the best pick in our current situation. This guy doesn't seem to have a lot of like good board control, so we might be okay to get it out there. I guess let's get the Murloc Knight on the run, because we'll be able to juggle a few extra hits into old Skelosaurus here. Enough daggers thrown and maybe he'll fall apart. Oh, there's a Murloc Tiny Fin. Look at his little face. Not very useful. It's one of those things where you get maybe the least useful Murloc out of Murloc Knight. But in doing so, you don't feel too bad, because look at his face. Oh, bless him. Oh god, the elemental destruction. Oh, a couple of bananas though. Oh, he's milled us. What a cheeky boy. Okay, well, not to worry. We've got a Fire Guard Destroyer here. So we want to drop something first in case there's a snipe. We don't know quite what secrets are being run here. We'll drop this down. Not a great roll, but it's okay. I think we want to drop Stalag down. And maybe we'll bop. I kind of want to use Crush here to get rid of this chap. Do we want to drop the Zombie Chow or maybe use a banana? I think we can drop the Zombie Chow because we've got the Lay on Hands next turn if we want it. I'm almost tempted not to use the Crush because I think maybe there could be something more scary coming up. And I don't think it's like hugely terrible if this guy trades with old Stalag here. Uh-oh. Okay, choosing not to actually do anything there. An interesting option. Master of Ceremonies. We don't have a minion with spell damage, sadly. But such is the way. There's a Paladin secret. That's kind of fun. Okay, feel that. Real cacophony of things going on. We could use the Just God True Heart, but it's not like the best option when we don't have the mana to use the extra hero power. I kind of want to kill this chap. I feel like we should test the waters here and see what's going on. See if it's like an explosive trap or anything like that. Or if it's a get down or An eye for an eye. It is an eye for an eye. Well, fantastic. Okay, that's good to know. It could be the minion attack here. It's the bear trap. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. It's not ideal, but it's not too bad. We can certainly deal with that. How do I want to deal with that? I think I want to deal with that with this chappy here and keep him alive. And we'll trade in here and get him back up. And then, ooh, what do we want to do with our mana? Well, we've got 4 here. I don't really want to play the Master of Ceremonies like I don't think it's that good unless we can buff it up. This guy trades in, this guy trades in. Like, there's not really any good reason to buff them up because he hasn't shown any big AoE damage. He's obviously got like that 4 damage thing, but that would kill these guys even if we buffed him up anyway. So not necessarily in our best interests to do that. So I guess let's make a guy. Let's have a good time. Do we want to crush this chap? No, he's not that threatening to us. I say. Very cockily. Oh, the healing touch. Look at that. We've got health all day. For us or a minion. Gosh, hello Alec here. See, there we go. There's a nice reason to have the crush. Just going face. Oh man, now he's traded in. It's less of an issue. But I think we probably still will. We've got so much healing right now. I think the first thing we'll do here is we're going to crush. We need to empty our hand out a little bit before we go any further. We'll bop in here. Now, the Mana Addict's obviously going to get quite potent if we buff it up. So we could use some bananas here. We could use the Lay on Hands. Lay on Hands is 8 health. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand. So we're going to clean out just a little bit, make sure that we've got enough cards on the go. See what we pick up. Some pretty solid cards for later. And we'll pop out a banana as well. That's a spell. That'll probably serve us fairly well here. Not quite sure what we want to pop a banana on, to be honest. Maybe we'll pop it on one of these chaps so that they have a chance of trading into this guy if needs be. Bam! Oh, we were so close. I wonder if we could have... we maybe could have had lethal there if we'd used banana instead. No, because we wouldn't have had enough spells. Maybe if I could have done something with equality. Could have got a Mana Addict lethal. But I think we've got this one locked up anyway. Yeah, I think perhaps like if I hadn't used the draw and I'd used these 2 spells instead, this guy, the Mana Addict, would have been just big enough to take it home. Okay, well the True Silver Champion works wonders here. Let's just bang this chap out. And why don't we joust before we go any further? See what's in this deck. A Haunted Creeper. Well, I'm afraid that will do you no good. Bam! Take that, Skelosaurus Hex. You're not good enough for us.
We'll help with the exhibits. Explorer, you get to Rafaam.
Boom! The Raven Idol. I really like that card. We did get to use it. I think in one of the class challenges it was used. Okay, so this one, the Cursed Blade and the Museum Curator. Not incredible cards, but I think the Museum Curator is interesting, for sure.
Oh, such lovely toys.
Look at this.
Shame you keep breaking.
Ooh, I love his look. That's fantastic. Plate Mail Armor. Your hero can only take 1 damage at a... Oh, bloody hell. Okay. I guess we're going to want some kind of, like, a very, we're going to want some kind of token deck, almost. Let's try a zoo deck and see how that gets on. But the problem is this zoo deck does buff stuff up, so... I think really what you're going to need is, you're going to need something that just spams out a lot of 1/1s and stuff.
Versus the Steels.
That he's got a lovely effect to show you his hero power in action.
Your soul shall be mine.
Kind of terrifying, really. Spiders and stuff, they're going to be pretty good.
Pleasant feast of Wintervale.
Clank. Oh, I mean, I guess we could get this chap out. Because the buff is only really useful for trading. It's probably good to get us in on curve to start with.
Practice makes perfect.
You're going to give us taunt as well. What a lovely chap. Okay. This is all good stuff. We'll control the board. I think we can do this. It's just going to take a while to bash all that damage through.
I dispatched the animated swords in the East Hall. Elise, whom shall I aid?
Get Torino in the main storeroom. He's surrounded by boombots.
Oh no. Let's get a damage in while we can. The armor's going to be a little bit scary. I wonder if this... I presume this does actually affect health, so we do need to stop him gaining... or it does affect armor as well, so we need to stop him gaining too much armor. Because that could get quite scary. Okay. Let's draw a card, see what we get. There we go, a Void Caller. Lovely stuff. We'll get rid of you. We'll try and control the board a little bit. The scary thing is going to be that when we get to... if we do get to fatigue, this guy's going to have a real advantage with his hero power. So maybe we can't let this go to fatigue. Oh my gosh, look at this armor smith.
You all seem busy. I'll just help myself to this lovely brooch.
I'd rather you didn't, to be honest, but...
My shield for Argon.
well, bam! Do we want to trade in here? Guess we do. I guess we do. We don't want to risk him bouncing it back to hand. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not too bad. In the grand scheme of things. Hopefully we can just gain up the board control and that will work in our favour. I kind of like the Sea Giant here, even though it obviously can't do big damage to the opponent. You see, it's better actually to attack with the 1/1s than with the 4/3 because they do more damage than this 4/3 chap would. Uh-oh. I mean, it almost doesn't matter here, apart from the purpose of board control. Sadly, just one of our spiders remains. Dr. B.
He's animating the library books. I'll handle the flying hammers and the Lordaeron exhibit.
This all sounds very exciting. Flying books. Hammers. Animated hammers. An Arcanite Reaper to the face. Crikey. You would, wouldn't you? Can we implosion our own... I guess we can. I don't know that I necessarily want to do that. Oh, the Imp Gang Boss actually works pretty well. Quite a fun thing to have. This Dr. Boom's like... oh, just a little bit disappointing there for old Dr. B. Defender of Argus.
Why do you call?
I'm not going to buff anyone up because it doesn't really benefit a whole bunch right now. Bash, gaining some more armor. Just having a lot of chaps on board has been good for us. Ooh, the Master Joust, that's kind of fun. Oh, and they've won as well. It's a little upsetting. Well, we'll bop in here. And should we trade in Dr. Boom now? I guess we can do that. Do. I'm gonna make these because even though they don't do more damage, it kind of gives them something more to do. And I think maybe we'll play a Doom Guard. Like I wouldn't be too terrified about losing the cards we have out right now. And it'll give us another beefy thing on the board to do bits and bobs with. I feel like this doesn't need to pop every turn you attack. I understand that it's showing it off, but it would have been okay just to... You know, you can trust us on that, to understand what's going down. The Black Knight. Oh no, it's going to destroy our minion with Taunt. Take that 1 damage. I mean, the power overwhelming lets us deal with this chap. And then this fella here. We definitely... Controlling the board's the most important thing. Because... we don't have like too much else. I guess we can implosion this because it's going to die anyway at the end of turn. There we go, get ourselves some 1/1s. It is useful as a removal tool, but having lots of 1/1s is quite good, and there's no, you know, this thing isn't too threatening here. We can tap. Just make lots of chaps, really.
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
Do. I don't want to flood the board too much just because it's only going to increase our... Even if we maxed out our board, we'd still only kill in 2 turns versus in 3 turns. Let's get the Knife Juggler out. We'll play a couple of things. And if we don't get the daggers, well, that's okay. Oh, we did get the daggers. Fantastic. Right, so we're looking in fairly good shape. But the Tuskar Jouster, God, that's 7 health. Oh, it's going to slow us down a lot and by another turn, which is a bit of a pain. We can trade in here. That's not too terrible for us, really. I think we're going to leave it what we're at now because playing the Imp Gang boss, it would make it difficult for it to spawn stuff. Okay, we can trade in an Imp. Do you want to play out the Void Caller? I guess we could do, or we could play the Imp Gang boss now that he's got stuff to spawn. I think we're in pretty good shape. It's a little tough, but we've got things under control. Fantastic. We've only got 5, sadly. If only we had 1 more, we could swing in for lethal. I guess we could pop up and see if we get any more damage. No, sadly no more damage. Well, in that case, I think we'll trade in instead. Guarantee that we've got that board control. Fantastic. Scarlet Crusader, not going to save you. Brilliant stuff, and we've put a stop to the Steel Sentinel. Dun 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 dun.
We've got the museum secured. Explorer, take the fight to Rafaam.
Fantastic. Wait, Rafaam's the boss now. Oh, what's the big bad going to be then? Curse of Rafaam, and the Wobbling Runts, which is one of my favourite kind of flavour cards. The 2/6 that turns into 3 2/2s when it dies. Little stack of dudes. He stole the staff and has nearly destroyed the museum. This has to end. Unstable Portal. I've just got Unstable Portal. It's just a normal Unstable Portal card. We figured that card's so strong that it could just be a hero power for a boss fight, and that would be pretty potent.
Deck you're going to use?
Let's go to the old trusty Beast Hunter.
Rexar versus Rafaam!
What have you got, Rafaam? Bring your A game.
I like your deck.
Oh, he's nicked our deck!
Take it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
We've got a spare deck. Use this one.
What wonderful
Oh, that's
cards.
interesting. Because then you can just give him a
Begin.
you can just give him a Garbo deck if you want. I wonder if he'll know how to play the Beast deck. He probably will. He's probably smart enough to work it out. It does have a lot of synergy. Mind Vision, Acidic Swampoos, Raven Idol. That's an okay starting hand because we can discover ourselves some bits and bobs.
Happy feast of winter.
Oh, yes. This hand of cards is incredible.
I want a minion. Ugh, I don't like any of these. I'll take the MC tech. My guy does sometimes run out 4 cards, so it's a possibility. We've got Harrison Jones in here. Fantastic. This is okay. I don't have any weapons. Oh no, I do have weapons in my deck. I should actually hang on to the Swampoos for the longbow or whatever it's called. The secret bow. Whenever your opponent plays a rare card, game. Oh, this is really fun because you can like imagine this on heroic. It's going to be, hey, I need to fill my deck with rubbish rare cards so I can use the rare spear. All right, let's use the Mind Vision. See what we get. A freezing trap. Okay, so they've got a freezing trap. That is in hand, right? Yeah, so they've got a freezing trap in hand. Good to know because if they play it on this turn, we'll know what it is. There it is, the Eagle Horn Bow. I knew it was coming. And it's a rare card, so our spear getting more potent. This spear is actually like really powerful if you've got a lot of rare cards in the
We
deck.
built it last year for a tournament and haven't changed it since.
How did you put a museum curator in? That's a new card. What are you talking about? Bye bye. I guess we can hit. We've got 3 durability here. There's plenty of rare cards in my deck, although like not a huge ton, but there's a good chunk of them. I imagine traps don't show rarity on them, do they? Secrets. That would kind of give the game away. Should we see what this thing is? I'm tempted to. Let's discover a card.
Welcome to the exhibit.
Don't mind if I do. A nice Savannah Highmane. Or like one of the best cards in the game regardless of whether it's in a beast deck or not. Explosive? No freezing, okay, that's fine. That's actually quite good because I've got another one of those Eagle Horn bows in there. We could play the Explorer's Hat, I suppose, or we could play a Freezing Trap. Explorer's Hat's better right now because there's nothing to Freezing Trap, and there are a few charge minions in my deck, but not so many that it's worth worrying about. Now, do I run an Explosive Trap? Maybe I don't. I think I run 2 Freezing Traps and 1 or 2 bear. I think 2 freezing, 1 bear, and a snake. So I keep forgetting that I'm playing against my deck, so I need to actually bear that in mind. Where did you get this from? Oh, from Unstable Portal, of course.
Don't touch that.
Okay, that's it's gone alright. We pop the Freezing Trap. Ooh, I really like this animation on the Unstable Portal Hero Power. Get a Mana Wraith out of that. What a weird thing. Kind of a pain, but I guess we can deal with it with this. This weapon's ridiculous. I'll say that much. And then we kill this thing. That'll let us play a few more cards than just the one. Hermit Nestingware is fantastic against our beast deck. I'll say that much as well. Alternatively, we could play Harrison Jones now and draw a card. Maybe that's the way to go. Because there aren't any other weapons, so we'll get the most value out of it if we do it right now. Oh, and a mind vision, great.
Job's done.
These are freezing traps, which is why they're more expensive. Ooh, Misha. Okay, that's not too bad. Out of the ones that could have come out of the trap, that one's not too bad. We're on Jeweled Scarab here. we got the Savannah Highmane, but I don't think it's really the time to play it. Like, we could use Hemet here, but it's not a bad target for Hemet, but it's not necessarily the best. Play the Jeweled Scarab first and see what we get. Desert Camel, Hobgoblin, Tinkertown Technician. Are there any mechs in here? Don't think so. I do have 1-cost minions, but they're web spinners. I wouldn't mind a web spinner getting put in play. I don't know if there's any in this deck. Maybe we should find out. Goldshire Footman. Not too bad. This rare spear is really something else. I'm a big fan of it. I wonder if they're going to actually start introducing things that are based on rarity. That'd be a really interesting twist on the meta. It's like, can you avoid... Oh, suddenly rare cards are all a little bit weaker. I don't know if you can hem it on a opponent's... on a stealth thing. So usually hero powers do work on stealth things, but I don't know if that was just a bug that's now changed. And also we've got a taunt up, so... What have we had? I've had both freezing traps, so this is either a bear trap or a snake trap. Okay, it's a snake trap. In that case... We're not going to pop this because we know we might need it. We might get buffed up again. There we go. Get rid of that freezing trap. Get rid of that bear. Bear? Tiger. Playing it again with all the mana. Fantastic. Not even using the hero power. We got another spear, so we could pop this one, although it's only going to get better the longer we leave it. Should we see if we can discover a death rattle card?
Welcome to the exhibit.
No guarantees that we've got buffs in this deck for the creatures, so I think I'll take the web spinner. Could put the wisp out. It's not a majestic card for right now, but it's okay. Bam. I think we can kind of leave things where they are. Maybe put out a web spinner. Why not? Because at worst it dies and we get a creature out of it. And I think we might have Rafaam sewed up here. Tuskar Jouster. That's a little scary, but we've managed to fight it off with our museum curator. Thank goodness I've still got those web spinners in the deck. I did toy with them coming out for a while, but ultimately figured they're worth keeping around. Right, well we're good to go then. I make it like Pim's a clock. What you got, Rafaam? What's good? What's good, son? Tell you what's good. I'm good.
Your deck is garbage. Time to use my own.
Ah, now we get like Rafaam Deluxe, perhaps.
Enough.
Rafaam
You
Unleashed.
are nothing before the Staff of Origination.
Staff of Origination. Your hero is immune while the staff charges. So we just have to keep him locked down for that. Right, well, we'll take on Rafaam Unleashed on the next episode. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, be sure to bop that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more Hearthstone and other games as well, of course. I've been Ken. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you on the next one, adventurers.